All right, zero and undefined slopes sometimes get students confused. They flip-flop which is which. But I want to show you that both on the coordinate plane and with the formula, you can see why we get zero and undefined slopes mathematically. So if we take a look at 3 here, from M to N, again, I have 2 points, I have an M and an N. My rise between those 2 points, well, depends on where I start. I could go from M down, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That would be a -6 for my rise, or I could go from N up and get a +6. But no matter how I slice it, when I go to count that run, that left or right, oh no, I don't go left or right. So my run is 0. The reason vertical lines have an undefined slope is we're not allowed to divide by 0. Division by 0 is undefined. So when we say an undefined slope, it's because of that 0 in the denominator. That's what makes the slope undefined. Likewise, for number 4 down here, it doesn't matter if we think about going from left to right. Notice all I get is a run, 1, 2, 3. Whether you think about that as a -3 to the left or a +3 to the right, the numerator is going to be the same because there's no rise. I don't go up or down. Now 0 we can divide by a number. If I have $0, I can split my $0 evenly amongst 3 people. They all just get $0. So when we say 0 versus undefined, the reason that we can have a 0 or an undefined slope comes back to division. What does it mean to divide? I'm not allowed to divide by 0, so when there's no run, the slope is undefined. Likewise, I can take the number 0 and divide it by some other number. So 0 divided by 3 is just 0. That gives us a 0 slope. If we don't get the pretty pictures and we just have numbers, the same thing is going to happen. Note that I have the value 9 show up in the x-coordinate for both of those points. So there's no run. There's no run when we go ahead and calculate rise over run for those 2 points. Go ahead and set up the formula just to show you that. y2 is the value 2, minus y1 is -4. And then in my denominator, I get x2, which is 9, minus x1, which is 9. Simplifying this, 2 minus a -4, that's going to be 6, because again, remember, minus and negative is the same as addition. And then in my denominator, 9 minus 9 is 0, and once again, we are not allowed to divide by 0. So this will be an undefined slope. So you can see it both on a graph, and you can see it within the slope formula. Division by 0 is undefined, so that's where undefined slopes come from. Taking a look at an 8th example here, now what we have are y values that are the same. So when we go to set up that slope formula, we get -3, that's my y2, minus -3, that's my y1, all over 0, minus a -7. Simplifying this, we see that minus a negative, it's going to show up twice. -3 minus a -3 is the same as plus. And then 0 minus a -7 is also plus. So -3 plus 3, that's a 0 in the numerator. 0 plus 7 is 7 in the denominator. Hey, if I have 0 cupcakes and I want to split them among 7 people, everybody just gets 0 cupcakes. This is something I'm allowed to do. So these are our 2 different slopes, undefined slopes and a 0 slope. Again, they do sometimes get confusing, but if you look at the graph and apply rise over run, or you look at 2 points and apply the slope formula, you will see in the math there, in the arithmetic, which one equals 0 and which one is undefined. So if you have other questions, comments, concerns, or feelings about this in particular, zero and undefined slopes, let me know. I can find you extra examples. We can work through a couple together. Just let me know what you need. I'll see you next time.